There are several tools available for you to manage Azure. We're going to touch on a few of them here. Starting off with the Azure portal. The Azure portal is a website to access the Azure services, and when you're starting out and learning Azure, this is probably where you're going to start. It's great for simple, non-repetitive tasks, and one of the constraints of using the Azure portal is limited automation. You can also use PowerShell to manage Azure. PowerShell is a command shell scripting language, and it's great for automating those repetitive tasks that you do over and over again in Azure. And PowerShell code is cross-platform. Another tool to manage Azure resources is the Azure Command Line Interface, or CLI. This is a cross-platform scripting program. And just like PowerShell, we use the Command Line Interface for automation of repetitive tasks. We can also manage Azure resources using Azure Cloud Shell. Azure Cloud Shell is a browser-based scripting environment, and when you launch it, you can select Bash or PowerShell. Cloud Shell is launched from the Azure portal. One thing to keep in mind, Cloud Shell does require a storage account. Therefore, if you launch Cloud Shell from the browser and you do not have a storage account, one will be created for you. And finally, the Azure Advisor. You can access the Azure Advisor through the Azure portal. The Advisor provides best practices for optimization. It will make recommendations including cost savings, performance enhancements, high availability, and security options. And these recommendations can be saved as a CSV or a PDF file. As I already mentioned, there are several management tools that you can use for Azure. We just touched on a few of them here. If you are sitting the exam, I would recommend that you understand the differences between these management tools.